Good afternoon. It is Friday. Friday. Back in the Adventures of the Wishing Chair. I'm with Tinker, who you'll see in a minute when I flip it round. She advises me that anybody that knows what I do as a day job, that part of my day job is doing a little bit of animating type stuff. Emily has decided that these stories need a little animation start at the beginning, so she's going to be charged with creating that. So I think from Monday, maybe we'll do it over the weekend.
We're going to make an intro at the beginning of every episode.
Exactly, so we'll have a little intro bit designed by Tinker for these ones. Right, anything to particularly report for Friday? You were asking what was on my t-shirt. So this was for those 80s buffs. I'm not going to say what it stands for. The people who know what it means will know what it means, and the people that don't, it'll be just a mystery. So it asks various questions in a Trivial Pursuit-y type way, saying things like, "How did I get here? How do I work this? Where is that large automobile?" That might be the one that gives it away to people. Where is that large automobile? This is not my beautiful house. Am I right? Am I wrong? Things like that. I'll leave it at that.
Hello.
There's Squirtle on her bar, and you can see that the pool is gradually dying.
It's dying.
It's dying.
It's just going down.
Yeah.
And down.
But you can see it's a glorious day. Glorious day.
Okay,
Right, shall I take over?
2 minutes talking.
Shall I take over that?
So.
Oop, crikey, we've lost the page now.
Save the book.
Lost the page. Right, we're back in the Adventures of the Wishing Chair. There's the Stinker. We were saying earlier in this book that all of the episodes were all isolated episodes, but this isn't. This is essentially part three of this particular one. So the chair's gone invisible. They've found out that they think that a witch called Witch Snippet could help. So yesterday they went to visit Witch Snippet, and this is them arriving at Witch Snippet's house. Let's hope she's a nice witch and she'll sort out their dilemma. Right, over to you.
The children and Chinky looked at the smiling witch. They liked her very much. She had kind blue eyes as bright as forget-me-nots. At first, they felt rather giddy, for the house they were in spun round and round all the time, but they soon got used to it. "We brought our wishing chair to you," said Chinky. "We went to the Cloud Goblin's castle the other day, and he made our chair invisible. It's such a nuisance to have a chair we can't see, so as we knew you were clever at all kinds of visible and invisible spells, we thought we would bring it to you. Could you make our chair seeable, please?" "Certainly," said Witch Snippet. "I have some very strong magic paint. If you use it, you will make your chair easily seen." She went to a cupboard. The children stared round the room. It was a very strange room indeed. The clock on the mantelpiece had legs, and for every tick it walked a step along the mantelpiece. When they got to the end, it turned and walked back again. Then it suddenly disappeared. "Ooh," said Molly, surprised. "Your clock's gone, Witch Snippet." "Oh, don't take any notice of that," said the witch. "It's just showing off." The clock said, "Arr," and came back again. Up and down it walked, and the children thought it was the strangest one they had ever seen. The other things in the cottage were most peculiar too. There was a chair that had 4 legs and a back, but no seat. Molly wondered if it really had got a seat that couldn't be seen. She went to sit down on it and found that it had got a seat, but it was quite invisible. There was a table too that had a top but no legs. On the dresser there were cups with no handles and lids balanced in the air, but no dishes below. Molly put out her hand and felt the dishes, but she couldn't see them. She turned round to Witch Snippet. "You have got a funny home," she began, and then she stopped in surprise. Witch Snippet was all there except her middle. "Oh dear, she did look so funny." "Don't be worried," she said to Molly. "I'm quite all right. My middle is really there, but it's vanished for a few minutes. You can't meddle about with visible and invisible magic without having things like this happen to you at times. As she spoke, her middle came back again, and over her hands and feet went. Molly began to laugh. "Whatever will go next?" she said. All of the witch disappeared then, and the children and Kiki couldn't see her anywhere. They knew she was in the room because they could hear laughing. "Don't look so surprised," she said. "You should never be astonished at anything that happens in a witch's house." "I say, the floor's gone," said Peter in alarm, looking down at his feet. "Ooh, I feel as if I'm falling. Where's the floor?" "Oh, it's there all the time," said Witch Snippet, coming back in bits. "It suddenly disappeared from sight. Don't worry, it's there." So she put a tin of paint on the table. "Would you like to paint your chair and get it right again?" she asked. "It's quite easy. There are 3 brushes for you. It's good paint. It will make invisible things invisible, or visible things invisible. I'm rather busy today, so if you'll do the job yourself, I'll be glad." "We'd love to," said Kinky. He took off the lid of the paint tin and picked up a brush. "It's going to be funny painting something you can't see," he said. He felt for the legs of the chair and dipped his brush into the paint, which was a queer silvery colour and seemed as thin as smoke. He painted along one of the chair's invisible legs, and hey presto, it came into sight, as brown and solid as ever. "I've got a leg back," said Kinky in excitement, and waved his brush in the air. A drop of paint flew onto Peter's nose. "Don't," said Peter. Molly stared at him in horror. His nose had disappeared. "Peter, your nose has gone," she said. A drop of paint went onto it. "Oh, whatever shall we do?" "Get it back again, of course," said Kinky. "Didn't you hear Witch Snippet say that this paint acted either way? It makes things seen that can't be seen, and it makes things that are seeable unseeable. Come here, Peter. I'll paint where your nose should be, and it'll come back again." He dabbed some paint where he thought Peter's nose should be, and sure enough, it did come back again. Molly was so glad. Peter looked horrid without a nose. "I'll teach you to make my nose disappear," said Peter to Kinky. He dipped his brush in the paint and dabbed at Kinky's pointed ears. They vanished in a trice. "Don't," said Kinky crossly. He threw some paint at Peter's feet, and they disappeared at once. "Oh," said Peter, surprised. "I don't like having no feet. I shall paint them back." There they were. "Stop it, Kinky. I don't like this game. It would be awful if something didn't come back." Kinky was naughty. He dipped his brush in the magic paint and ran it round Molly's neck. How queer she looked with a head and body but no neck. Peter couldn't bear it. He painted her neck in again at once and frowned at Kinky. "If you're not careful, I'll paint you from top to toe and then take away the tin of paint," he said. "Now listen to me." "Suddenly," said Witch Snippet's voice above them, "I didn't give you that paint to waste. If you are not careful, there will be not enough to finish painting your wishing chair, and then you'll find there is a bit still left invisible that you cannot see, so be sensible." Kinky and Peter went red. They began to paint the chair busily, and Molly joined them. The clock on the mantelpiece was so interested in what they were doing that it walked right off the mantelpiece and fell into the coal scuttle. "It can't stay there," said the witch. "It is much too curious, always poking its nose where it's unwanted." Said the clock, and disappeared. Molly was glad her clock at home didn't behave like that. In an hour's time, the wishing chair was itself again, and all the paint in the tin was finished. There it stood before them, their strange old wishing chair. It had been very strange to see it gradually becoming visible to their eyes. "There's a bit of the back that can't be seen," said Molly, pointing to a bit that hadn't come back again. But there was no paint to finish that bit, and the children didn't like to ask for any more, so that tiny piece of the chair had to remain invisible. It looked like a hole. "Thank you very much, Witch Snippet," said Kinky politely. "We've finished now and had better get going home. Could you stop your house spinning and let us go out?" "Very well," said Witch Snippet. She called out a magic word, and the spinning house slowed down. "Goodbye," she said to Kinky and the children. "Come and see me again another time. Hurry now, or the house will start spinning again." The 3 squeezed into the wishing chair. The house stopped, and the witch opened the door. "Home, wishing chair," shouted Kinky, and the chair flew straight out of the door and up into the air. "Goodbye, goodbye," called Molly and Peter, looking down at the house, which was already spinning fast again. "I say, that was a pretty good adventure, wasn't it?" "I wish we got some of that magic paint with us," said Kinky. "We could have some fun with it." "I'm glad we haven't," said Molly. "I don't know what mischief you'd get into, Kinky."
Good. That's all resolved then.
Yeah.
So we return on Monday with The Silly Boy, chapter 16. So we've
The only
done
thing that
chapter
I
15
thought
now.
was, wasn't it weird how like the witch was like really nice at the beginning, and then all of a sudden she was like, "Hurry up!" Then and like,
All right.
Turn
Well,
them.
did you think so? I thought she
Yeah.
always seemed quite nice in that. Okay.
I thought she did until she said, "You better stop messing around with it and stuff."
All right.
And
Well, to
then
be fair, they were messing around, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were making ears disappear and noses disappear, and it was all going to end in tears,
Yes.
invisible tears. Right. Okay. I think that's us done for the day.
Yeah.
I got to get back to work. You've been painting your room,
Yeah.
which is looking beautiful. Looking beautiful. Just checked on it. And we returned for another video tomorrow with me and Molly
Picture
for
books.
doing picture books. But Emily will return on Monday with, as she says, with an animation at the beginning of it,
Yeah.
designed by her. Just a short one, I think.
Yeah.
Just a short one.
It'd be like 5 seconds.
Yes, yeah, cool. Okay, everybody have a fabulous weekend. Hope the weather's good where you are. I've been speaking to Portugal all morning and it's beautiful there. So I hope it's beautiful wherever you are. It certainly is
I'm
in
gonna
the UK.
end it and
Right.
cover the camera.
Okay,
Like,
TTFN.
bye-bye.
Bye.